During this school year, we have focused on the life and works of the most important architects. We have worked alongside Maeve, an American college student. She came once a week to our school. The class was divided into 4 groups, and what you are about to see is the result of our works.
Hi, I'm Marco, and I want to speak about the feature of the Bosco Verticale. It is also known as vertical forest, and it comprises 2 residential high-rise buildings of 26 floors and 18 floors. It was opened in 2014. The project was designed by the Italian architect Stefano Boeri, and he designed greenery that provides shade in the summer, cleaner air, filtered sunlight in the winter, reduces pollution, and it won 2 prestigious international awards. This design is composed by the kitchen that is situated in the living area. The architecture was especially designed to exalt the large windows that overlook the city of Milan, and the apartments that are 40 and 71, and are of different sizes respectively. The size ranges from 70 to 500 square meters. The market value of the apartments is medium high compared to the other luxury skyscraper. In this slide there are some information about the characteristics of the greenery. There are 711 trees, 5,000 great dimensional shrubs, and 15,000 perennial and falling plants. Now it's the turn of Gabriele that speaks about the city life of Milan.
I am Gabriele and I speak about city life. City life is a residential, commercial and business district under the construction in Milan. It involves on the area of 36.6 hectares, and this project was designed for 3 famous architects, Zaha Hadid, Arata Isozari and Daniel Libeskind. The project involves on the construction of 3 skyscrapers, and the area was with a dedicated area for stores, office, restaurant and services. There will also be underground parking area for around 7,000 vehicles. In this slide there are some number of city life area. Further to the existing public transportation network, the city life area will be served by a new extension on Metro Line 5, with a dedicated station at the center of Piazza Tre Torri. The city life area is the largest car-free in Milan, and it's one of the biggest in Europe. Cars can reach garage and parking area along an innovative underground road system. Now we have Alessandro, and he's talking about Maribotta and its work.
I'm Alessandro, and I'm going to talk about the architect Maribotta. Maribotta was born in 1943 in Mendrisio in Switzerland, and at the age of 16 he designed his first single-family house. In 1965 he worked with Le Corbusier and Louis Kahn, and in 1969 he graduated at the University of Architecture in Venice, and he immediately opened a professional studio. And from 1970 he taught as a professor in many Asian, European and American schools. And his vision of architecture was greatly influenced by Le Corbusier, but he developed a very personal conception that sees the architecture as an art capable of mixing the nature with culture and history of the territory where it develops. Maribotta used mostly brick in his construction, because it's the material that best developed his conception of architecture, and gives the building a feature of solid and expressive flexibility. And now my classmate Lapo will speak further about Maribotta.
Okay, nice to meet you, I'm Lapo. I'm gonna talk further about Maribotta, as my classmate said. And the principal material that Maribotta used in his construction is bricks. But he also used other kind of materials you can see in this picture. He used grey, red stone, white and red marble and porphyry plates that mixed together are able to create chromatics effect with a strong visual impact. And Mario Botta used to change in the design phase because he loved to play with the geometrical forms of the buildings that he was going to create. For Mario Botta, architecture must be the expression of human works. It means that have to explain how humans are in a determined time. The Zuckerberg House Wellness in Switzerland is one of the most important buildings that he created. And as you can see, there is a link really strong with the nature around. In fact, for Mario Botta, nature must be part of architecture as architecture must be part of nature. And the two terms are mutually complementary. From the outside, you can see the spectacular overage from the geometrical front shapes. As you can see, this building recalls the fantastical geometrical shapes of big leaves. And this is one of the most important connections that this building has with nature. And another important thing is that in the winter, when everything around is white and the light of this building are off, you can see that even the buildings have the same color of the surrounding area. So this center is a wellness center where people can go to relax and to enjoy really beautiful connection with nature. Now my classmate Nicolò is going to introduce you Massimiliano Fuxas, so enjoy it.
Hello, I'm Nicolò and I will talk about Massimiliano Fuxas. Massimiliano Fuxas was born in Rome and he studied for architecture at the University of Rome. And after he finished his studies, he worked in a studio in the capital called Gramma. In the 1989, he founded the study in Paris, and after he founded the one in Vienna, in Frankfurt and in China. And during his career, he received many international awards. One of his biggest works is the international airport of Shenzhen Bao'an in China, and he designed the Terminal 3. This terminal is designed like it's shaped like from the wind, and it's built entirely of glass and steel. In Italy, he designed the Rome Convention Center, and it's a modern center for convention and it's used for many events. This complex is an area of 55,000 square meters. And this center is defined by three elements: the Duca, the cloud, and the blade. The Duca is a shell made entirely of steel and glass that contain the main building, that is the cloud. The cloud is an auditorium that is shaped like the name says, like a cloud, and there's many deck stands and the support services inside. The blade is another structure that is independent and autonomous, and it's in another location. He designed also the Ferro Milano Row that was built in 2005, and it was built to replace the whole fair. And the pavilions are organized around the main street, that is the Porcetaria. And in this street there's also all the cafes, the meeting, dining places. The Expo in Milan in 2015 was built near this construction. And now we have Dominique that will talk about Renzo Piano.
Hello, I'm Dominique and I'm going to talk about Renzo Piano. Renzo Piano was born in Genova in the 4th of September in 1937, and he studied in Milan and Florence, and he became a very famous architect, and in 2006 he became the first Italian to be nominated from the Time magazine. Thanks to the profession of his father, since he was 14 years old, he became able to exercise the profession because his father had a construction company. Here we have the most famous building about we going to talk now. The Shard, the George Pompidou Center, Times Building, the Biosphere, and the California Academy of Science. The Shard is located in London. It was built between 2009 and 2012, and it is the most high skyscrapers in Europe. The tower has an irregular pyramid, and it's full covered with glass for reflect the light of the sun. It wants to represent a spur sculpture emerging from the River Thames. Center National d'Art, the culture, Georges Pompidou. The Georges Pompidou Center is located in Paris. It was commissioned by the President Georges Pompidou, and it was inaugurated in 1977. The center was renovated at the end of the 90s and include a national library, a national museum, and an industrial design center and the art center. Next to the art center there is an acoustic research center planned by Renzo Piano. And now we have Alessandro who talk about the rest of the building of Renzo Piano.
Hi, I'm Alessandro and I'm going to speak about the New York Times building. This building is a 52-story skyscraper situated in the middle of New York City. And it was built in 2001. His characteristics are that at the ground floor is situated a small green space with almost 6 birches, and at the 30th floor was created a space called the Square, where the people which work inside of it can meet and enjoy the view or maybe discuss during the lunch break. This building is mostly made with steel and glass. The Biosphere is commonly known as the bubble of Renzo Piano because it's a structure made also all with steel and glass, which have a very particular spheric frame made of steel and all covered with glass. Inside of it there is recreated a small portion of natural rainforest, and there are almost 150 species of natural and animals of the rainforest. The last one is the California Academy of Sciences, which is situated in San Francisco, and this structure is completely environmentally friendly, and because I have a nice green roof, which part of it is covered with almost 60,000 photovoltaic cells, which provide for the electricity of the structure. And also the structure isn't built above the trees, and inside of it are made some geological activities and science activities. Thanks for watching us, and we hope you enjoyed.